Warning: 4 cat breeds are susceptible to kidney disease. Don't ignore it if you are a cat owner. The kidney is one of the important but also very vulnerable organs in the cat's body, and the rate of cats with kidney disease is many times higher than that of dogs and humans. In particular, there are 4 cat breeds that are considered to be most susceptible to kidney disease in the cat world due to genetic characteristics, and if you're raising one of these cat breeds, you need to be especially vigilant. At the end of the video, I will also guide you on the principles to help you prevent kidney disease in cats. The first cat breed mentioned when talking about the risk of kidney disease is the Persian cat. This is a very popular cat breed. The Persian cat is famous for its cute, flat face. I'm sure everyone has seen it, right? But behind that beauty, they suffer from a very common condition, polycystic kidney disease. Polycystic kidney disease is a genetic disease. Inside the kidney, there will be cysts that form and enlarge over time and eventually lead to kidney failure and death. When a cat has polycystic kidney disease, it is almost certain that the cat's life will be much shorter than that of a normal cat, and the result of kidney failure in the final stages of life is inevitable. And all the doctor can do when discovering that the cat has polycystic kidney disease is to slow down the progression of kidney failure and thereby prolong the cat's life, but this disease cannot be treated. Not only Persian cats, but a very popular cat breed, the Siamese cat, is also on this list. This breed of cat is very susceptible to chronic kidney failure, especially when it starts to age, usually after about 6 years of age. And this chronic kidney disease condition develops very silently, and it is almost impossible to detect in the early stages, even when we have you go for regular blood tests. Once the disease is developed and it has occurred, it is very difficult to treat, and it is impossible to regain kidney function, and the cat will have to live with the symptoms of this kidney disease for the rest of its life. And in addition to the Persian and Siamese cats, there are 2 other cat breeds that I want to mention today. The Maine Coon, which is the largest domestic cat breed, and the second breed is the Ragdoll cat. Although the 4 cat breeds above are all at very high risk for kidney-related diseases, with proper care, you can completely help your cat stay healthy and reduce the risk of developing kidney problems. To do this, I have 4 principles that you can apply very quickly and very simply at home. The first is to make sure that your cat is maintained at an appropriate weight. Obese cats are the biggest risk factor for kidney problems and diabetes in cats. Therefore, weight control is indispensable. If you feed your cat a balanced diet and you choose to feed your cat dry food, you need to pay attention to choosing dry food that is highly nutritious and not using cheap dry food. Those low-cost food lines, in general cheap food, use a lot of additives, fillers, substances of plant origin such as soybeans, corn, or rice flour, and will also add another type of fake protein to fill in the missing nutrients from animal meat, so it is cheap like that. And if your cat consumes it for a short time, it is fine. But if it eats it for a long time, for a few years, with these low-cost dry food, it will increase the risk of kidney disease and even many other health problems, such as heart disease and vision. The second principle is to provide your cat with enough water. In theory, a cat needs 65 milliliters of water per kilogram of body weight per day. But forget that formula. It is useless because you will never calculate how much water your cat needs to drink, nor can you calculate how much water a cat has drunk and how much more water it needs to drink in a day. You should pay attention to providing water for your cat through its diet. Cats are desert animals, so you see that cats drink very little water because this is inherited from their ancestors. Cats mainly take in water through eating foods that are rich in water, that is, through eating other animals. If your cat eats dry food too often and drinks little water, it will always be in a state of dehydration, which will lead to kidney problems. That's why I still advise everyone not to feed dry food alone. But if you have used dry food, you still need to feed it in combination with water-rich foods, such as pâté or raw food. The third principle: Make sure your cat always has clean water to drink, and the water must be fresh. Your cat does not like to drink water from a bowl because the bowl water is stagnant, and it likes to drink water that is rich in oxygen and water that flows in a stream. So you can completely invest in an automatic water fountain for your cat, which will attract the cat to drink water more and help the cat to actively drink water. And this is very important for those of you who have had a cat with kidney disease or are being treated for kidney disease. Giving it enough water will help reduce the risk of the disease developing or recurring. And besides that, you should also put water bowls in many different places in the house so that when the cat goes out, it can easily access the water source and drink more water. And the last principle, make sure your cat has a comfortable living environment. If the cat lives in an environment that is stressful, it is very susceptible to many diseases, not just kidney disease. It can get cystitis or colitis or stomach ulcers, and it also loses a lot of hair. So make sure your cat has a quiet living environment, a closed space where it can hide and relax. If any house has a cat, I think it is a good idea to create a space, for example, a cardboard box or a nest in a very private area, and when the cat feels uncomfortable, it can go in there to hide, and after it feels more comfortable, it will automatically come out. This is very easy. In addition to these principles, if you notice any signs of kidney disease in your cat, such as the cat drinking more water than usual, or urinating more than usual, eating less, losing weight very quickly in a short time, and even being constipated, you should take your cat to the vet as soon as possible. Early detection and treatment of kidney disease will prevent the disease from progressing and help your cat live longer and have a better quality of life. And if you have any questions about cat health care, don't hesitate to leave them in the comments section so I can help you. And if you find this video useful, please like the video and subscribe to the channel so you can watch more useful videos to help you take care of your pet at home like a professional. See you in the next videos.
Thank you for visiting. We'll see you next time.
Oh!